This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Hi, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I hope you all doing good. Today's topic is all about IP address. IP address is a huge topic, but simply, an IP address is an identification number in an online or digital world that helps us to know who is behind any of the digital movements, whether they are publicly or privately uploading or downloading any of the content, like messages, videos, files, calls, etc. By IP address, the receiver gets to know who are we. Don't worry, it will never reveal our real identities, but the identity of the devices like locations in sometimes. Then what is IP address actually? The term IP address abbreviated to Internet Protocols. In the context of the computer networking, a protocol is a set of rules that defines how a data transmitted and received behind devices. It's like a common language that allows different computers to understand each other's even if they have different hardware and softwares. Here's a breakdown of how protocols works. Structured communications. Protocols establish a structure for communications. This specify things like the format of the data packets, how errors are handled, and how devices take turns sending and receiving data. Ensuring compatibilities. With protocols, devices from the vendors can communicate seamlessly. This is because everyone follows the same rules regardless of the specific brand of computer or operating systems. Network efficiency. Protocols promote efficient data transfer. They define how data is broken down into manageable packets, how these packets are addressed from delivery, and how they are resembles at the receiving devices. There are many different protocols used in the computer networking, each with its own specific functions. Here are some of the common examples. TCP/IP, HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SMTP. Now let's see the TCP/IP. TCP means Transmission Control Protocol. IP means Internet Protocol, as we all know. The foundation of the Internet communications, TCP/IP ensures reliable data delivery across the networks. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The protocol used to transfer web pages and other resources between web servers and browsers. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. HTTPS is nothing but the secured version of HTTP that encrypts data from better security. Both HTTP and HTTPS are the same, but HTTP is updated version of HTTP, which included the secured as HTTPS. FTP, File Transfer Protocols, used for uploading and downloading files between the computers, like sending or receiving the videos or messages, etc. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, the protocol responsible for sending and receiving emails. Protocols are essential for the smooth operations of the computer network. They ensure the devices can communicate effectively and share information reliably. Network components like nodes, links, protocols. Let's see about the nodes. Any devices on a network is called a node. This can include computers, printers, servers, routers, switches, and more. Nodes can communicate and share resources with each other devices. Links. Links are the physical connections between nodes on a network. They can be wired, such as Ethernet cables, or wireless, such as Wi Fi. Protocols. Protocols are the set of rules that defines how data is formatted, transmitted, and received over a network. They ensure that devices from the different vendors can communicate with each other. Common protocol used on the internet is TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocols. Networks type LAN, WAN, MAN, PAN. Let's see about the LAN, local area network. A LAN is a network that connects devices in a limited geographical area, such as home, office, or school. LAN is a typically high speed and private network. WAN, wide area network. A WAN is a network that covers a large geographical area such as city, state, or country. WANs can be private and public too, and they often connect multiple LANs together. MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. A MAN is a network that covers a metropolitan area, such as a city or large town. MAN are typically larger than LAN, but smaller than WANs. PAN, Personal Area Network. A PAN is a network that covers a small area, such as room or a personal body. PANs are typically used to connect devices such as smartphone, laptops, printers, and something which is top on our table. Network topologies. Network topologies refers to the physical or logical layer of a network. There are several different type of network topologies, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Some common topologies includes bus topology, star topology, mesh topology, ring topology. Let's see about the bus topology. In a bus topology, all devices are connected in a single cable. This is a simple and inexpensive topology, but it can be difficult to troubleshoot if a device fails. Star topology. In a star topology, all devices are connected to the central hub or switches. This is a more reliable topology than a bus topology, but it can be more expensive too. Mesh topology. In a mesh topology, all devices are connected to each other. This is very reliable topology, but it can be very complex to set up and manage. Ring topology. In a ring topology, all devices are connected in a closed loop. Data travels around the ring from one device to next. This topology can be reliable, but it can be difficult to add or remove devices from the network. Network devices. Network devices are hardware components that connects devices together and manage network traffic. Some common network devices include routers, switches, and firewalls. Let's talk about the routers. Routers are the devices that connect two or more networks together. They route data packets from one network to another based on the destination IP address. Switches. Switches are the devices that connect devices on a LAN, local area network. They learn the MAC address of the devices on the network and forward data packets to the correct destinations. Firewalls. Firewalls are the devices that filter traffic between a network and the internet. They can help to protect the network from unauthorized access. These are just some of the basic computer networking concepts. There are many other concepts and technologies that are used in computer networking, but it should give you a good starting point. Networking concept. There are so many networking concepts. Let's see few of them. Namely IP address, subnetting, routing, switching, firewall, load balancing, DNS, HTTP and HTTPS, TCP or IP, LAN, VPN, NAT, QoS, bandwidth and latencies. First, IP address. IP address is a unique numerical identifiers assigned to devices on a network. There are two types of IPs, namely IPv4 and IPv6. They allow devices to communicate and locate each other on an internet or local networks. Subnetting. Subnetting is a practice of dividing an IP network into smaller subnetworks or subnets. This helps optimizing IP address allocation and network management. Routing. Routing is a process of direct network traffic between different networks or subnets. Routers are devices responsible for making decisions about how data packets should travel across a network. Switching. Switches operate at the data link layer 2 of OSI model, but switches forward the data packets between devices within the same network based on the MAC addresses, improving the network efficiency. Firewalls. Firewalls are the security devices that controls incoming and outgoing network traffics based on the predefined security rules. They help protect the network from unauthorized access like cyber threats or hackers. Load balancing. Load balancers distribute incoming network traffic across multiple servers to ensure optimal resource utilizations, minimize response time, and prevent server overload. DNS, domain name server. DNS is a system that translates human readable domain names like www.example.com into IP address. It helps user access websites using familiar names rather than numerical IP address. HTTP and HTTPS. Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP) is used to transmitting data between a web server and a web browser. HTTPS adds a layer of security with SSL or TLS encryption, ensuring secure data exchange. TCP or IP, Transmission Control Protocol (TCP), and IP, Internet Protocol, are the foundational protocols of Internet. TCP ensures the reliable data transmission, while IP handles routing and addressing. LAN, Local Area Network, and WAN, Wide Area Networks. LAN refers to the network that covers a small geographical area, typically within a building or a campus. WAN covers a large area, often connecting multiple LANs across different locations. VPN, Virtual Private Network. A VPN creates a secure, encrypted connection between a user's device and remote server. It commonly used for secure remote access to private networks over the internet. NAT, Network Address Translation. NAT allows multiple devices on a local network to share a single public IP address, enabling them to access the internet. QoS, Quality of Service. QoS involves managing and prioritizing network traffic to ensure the critical applications receive the necessary bandwidth and resources for optimal performance. Bandwidth and latency. Bandwidth refers to the amount of data that can be transmitted over a network in a given time. Latency is the delay between data transmission and reception, impacting the speed of communication. Understanding these network concepts will empower you to design, deploy, and maintain a reliable and efficient website. If you have specific question or need more in-depth information of any of the concept, feel free to ask in the comment section. I'm always welcoming your questions. So that's it for the today's video. Bye.